Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nice to meet you all. My name is Ramadan Jugan Asya, and I'm from Group 4 of ETL. And today we'll be talking about translation strategies and the unit of translations. Let's begin, shall we? So, in the first slide, we'll talk about the translation strategies. So, we have two here. First is literal translation, which is how we translate word for word, and it is suitable for large text or official documents or technical manuals. The advantage of this literal translation is it is structurally and contextually accurate. But the disadvantage of this literal translation is that it sounds stiff and it sounds unnatural, and it's also prone to translationist. And we have the second one, which is free translation. So what is free translation? Well, free translation different from literal translation. It's the opposite of it. So it focuses on the overall meaning rather than word for word like in literal translation, and it is suitable for advertisement, literature, dialects, song, and popular cultures. So the advantage of this free translation is that it is more complicated, natural for the target readers, but the advantage of this would be it may omit important details, and it's also a risk. There's a risk that it may stray from the original intent of say, advertisement, literature. That's the advantage. And last one, and also, so what is the key to choosing a strategy? So first, you need to adjust to the type of text you're reading. Second, consider who the audience is. So choose between the translation and free translation. And lastly, take into account the purpose of translation. Is it informative, entertaining, or persuasive, etc. Next slide. So literal translation. We'll begin by explaining that. It means transferring the text word for word, sticking to very closely to the original wording and structure. For example, this day 1912, its translated will be since 1912, and al-safha al-hula, the first page, will be translated as the first page in Arabic, and this is Estonian, I'm a student, which is translated from French. And moving on to the French, for the free to the free translation. So the free translation give more importance to meaning and how the message will be received by the target audience. So for example, one melt with boiling liquids, and the second one will be a Arabic proverb like al kadibu tahun abluhan kasir, lies don't last long, and the last one will be some kind of a Spanish idioms, estar en la luna, to have your head in the cloud. So in practice, translation rarely rely on only one strategy. This is note. So literal translation secures accuracy and preserve the source meaning of that said message. In doing so, it is easy to understand and feel natural in the target language. A skilled translator know how to balance both choosing literal when precision is crucial and free when communication and readability are more important. Next slide. What is considered a unit in translation? Next slide. The unit of translation, there's four of them. Will be one. First one will be word, which, for example, broad in Spanish could mean shoot, flat spot, or outbreak disease, depending on context. It is context dependent. The second will be phrase. So phrase like foot and mouth disease, correct term, phrase of those, flavor, literal but natural, skinning meaning or ID. That's phrase. And the third one will be sentence. According to Newmark, translating at the sentence level of 10 sound more natural. So a sentence is the complete ideas. The last one will be the whole text. Looking at the text as a whole when considering cultural context and purpose of the text. So for example, a speech or poem cannot be translated effectively by only focusing on words or sentence, you need a whole text, you need a whole context of it. Next slide. Example of translation unit. So for example, the word broke could mean broke, no money, or broke, past tense of broke, past tense of break, sorry. A phrase and sentence, usually clearer because they carry a more complete meaning. For example, he broke the law. The law is much clearer than just broke. And the third one will be whole text, necessary for things like advertisement, speech, and literary work. For example, an advertisement slogan translates word for right might looks it persuasive impact. Looking at the whole text help preserve the intended effect of the before it translated from L1 to L2. Next slide. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Peace.